Welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia and you're watching Mountain Accent Sewing. Stay tuned for our Friday sews. And this is January 3rd, 2025. Where did 2024 go? That's what I want to know. It seemed like it just flew by and we are in the beginning of another year. And so here I am sharing my first Friday sews for 2025. Thank you, Jen, at Today in Jen's Sewing Room for beginning this hashtag. We appreciate you so very much. This video is going to share my December makes, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about life. And I'm going to start with my December makes. I am wearing one of them in this beautiful leopard print jersey that I purchased from Surge Fabrics. And I cannot remember the exact content, but I think it's like maybe a polyester micro blend, maybe. But it is, I think it was Cheetah, called Cheetah something. But I really like that. And it is the Sew House 7 toaster sweater, which is this pattern. Now the Sew House 7 toaster sweater is one of my first knit patterns that I ever sewn up, and I have loved it from the very beginning. I've made several of these, and I think I had one that I did not keep, and it was because I made it in a lighter weight fabric, and I also attempted to lengthen it, and I just didn't like the way it looked. It was too baggy looking. So I make a size large, which is a bust of 37.5 to 39 inches. And the waist is 30 to 31.5, hips 40.5 to 42. My waist measurement did put me into the extra large bracket, but I still make just a, actually, I think I graded from a large to an extra large. I'd have to double check my pattern pieces. But I think that is the case. Actually, yeah, it is large to extra large. And I like the way this fits. It does have a 5/8 seam allowance, and since I have gained a little weight, it is a little snugger than some others, but I actually like the way that fits. I'm going to insert a picture and you'll see how it looks. But if I decide that I need a little bit more room, I could always go down to a smaller seam allowance and use like a 3/8, and I think it might give me just a little bit more room. But I really love this pattern, and I'm looking forward to wearing this winter. I had a little extra fabric, and so I also have made a little infinity scarf. I did make it a little bit longer, so it's not really a snood because it does hang more like a little bit of like a cow. And I've done everything on this except for stitch up the little hole where I turned it. My other makes, let me go back a little bit. So early on in December, I finished up my son's quilt, which I've already shared in a previous video. And I also made some small gifts, and like I made a key fob for someone as a gift, and I didn't take a picture of that. But I also made these little fabric buckets, and I used a tutorial by Pattern Scout, and I'll insert her video down below where I got the idea, because she talks about other gift ideas, and that was just one of several. And I filled the little buckets with some goodies like hand lotion, chapstick, candy, different things, and gave to a few of my coworkers. And the other make, my most excited make of December, let me grab that. I made an Ilford jacket, and it's in this beautiful purple denim fabric. I did use purple thread, and I purchased these buttons at Cali Fabrics. And I was going to use bias binding on the inside, but I ended up serging those. I could not find bias binding that coordinated with this fabric that I liked, and I didn't have any in my stash that worked as with it. They would have clashed, and so I completed this jacket, and I am going to insert some photos of that. But that is the Friday Pattern Company Ilford jacket, and I made a straight size extra large. And it does seem a little oversized, but I think it's made to be oversized, and it has kind of a boxy fit. I'm very happy with the extra large, and I'll definitely be making this again. I made this sleeve here, but I made the shorter length. And you'll see in the footage that I did rectangular pockets at the breast, and I did the hand warmer pockets down near the waistline. And I love the pockets. The hand warmer pockets are definitely a favorite, and I could see using these pockets on another pattern. Not necessarily, the Ilford jacket. You could use it on any jacket pattern. Or I might even try it on like maybe even a sweatshirt. I really like those pockets. The Ilford jacket is a pretty straightforward make. I didn't have any trouble with it. It has a little bit of that drop shoulder, so the sleeves go in very nicely. The only thing that I would say that I thought was a little unusual is the way that it comes together here at the armpit. And that is where you have to be careful where all your seams meet. You have to be careful where your seams meet and kind of fold those back so that you don't catch have extra bulk in that seam. And that is the only part that I found a little odd. But the finished result is a beautiful jacket. And I believe after making this one in the denim, I would like to try making one maybe in a linen or another fabric, but do this long version that I could wear maybe like in the springtime or summer or fall, like that would work good as an over shirt or like a really light jacket when it's just a little bit of a chill in the air. But I highly recommend this pattern. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in another video that I have coming up in a few weeks. I'm going to talk about my favorite makes of 2024. And that will be coming to you soon, as well as my Make 9 2025. If you haven't already watched my Make 9 2024 recap, go back and check out that video. And you'll see how many garments that I completed out of that grid last year. What am I currently working on? I'll insert a picture of the pattern that I'm talking about, but I purchased a kit from Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door for bag making. And I purchased this a few months ago, and it's the Incomplete Stitches Midnight Sun Bag. And the fabric combination that I am going with is these fabrics. So this is my outer fabric. I really love that. And I've been thinking about my colors for 2025. And this is the colors that I want to emphasize in my wardrobe for 2025. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't use other colors. I will. But this is the colors that I'd like to focus on building a wardrobe around: the purples and greens and blacks and blues. those are the colors I'm going to emphasize in 2025. And a little bit about life. So December has been a sadder month for my family, especially my husband and my father-in-law and my son. We lost my mother-in-law a week before Christmas. And so, of course, that made Christmas a little bit sadder. I'm very thankful that I still have my parents, and I got to spend Christmas Eve with them and my family. So remember my husband's family in prayer. Some happier news is that we do have an addition to my family, and it's not of the human nature, but my son brought home a little puppy, and I'll insert a picture of the puppy in the in here. And he does not have a name yet. We're still tossing around names and trying to decide what suits him best. And then back to work. We had a few days off over the Christmas season and New Year's. And yeah, we're back at work, and that's where I'm headed shortly. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday and have had a happy New Year. And I wish all of us health and happiness for 2025.